Yo, what's up, everybody? Darius Bailey again. I'm on my morning stroll. And it's something I wanted to show you guys, which is the reason why I'm doing this live video. All right, so what you're looking at right now, we're at a townhome community. We're in Hiram, Georgia, Paulding County. And what I'm showing you right now, what you're looking at, are townhomes, brand new, under construction, some already occupied. But what you've seen so far, you've seen about 6 under contract signed. All right, what that means for you probably don't understand. What that means for you, real estate market is still healthy. In fact, we're in a seller's market. Seller's market, that means that the inventory of homes for sale are limited to about 6 months of inventory. All right, so what that means, in about 6 months, those properties in a specific point in time, will be consumed. All right, so what that means for you or buyers is that you're competing for properties. All right, which I'm experiencing daily. A lot of my clients are having problems finding properties. All right, because a lot of people are shopping, coming in from out of town. There's a huge exodus from New York, from California. And if you've been watching TV, if you've been awake, even Hollywood knows that everyone goes to Georgia. All right, everyone's coming here to Atlanta. All right, so let's go back 2-3 years when D. Bailey and Associates Realty was created. We established a moniker, Own Atlanta Now. It's also a call to action, which means that it's time to buy your home now, buy land now, buy property. Okay, it's almost, it's inevitable, not inevitable. Pardon me. It's almost necessary. If you are not in ownership of the property where you reside, where you rest your head, you probably seen my story. You're vulnerable. All right. I don't want it to be that way. All right. I want all of us to prosper, succeed, and better our lot, not just for ourselves, but for our community and our descendants. It's the only way to change things. Everyone's focusing on social justice, which is great. They all go together. All right. So it's not a one or the other type thing. But I'm seeing narratives on changing social justice, changing everything. But there's no one wants to change their mindset on what's required to change their position in life. All right. It's not oh, I don't want that type situation. Everyone, people like to say, I don't care about money. I don't care about wealth. Think about that. It doesn't make sense. You don't care about money. Let's look at money for what it is. All right. It doesn't make you happy. All right. Problems don't go away. In fact, money causes lots of problems. It just changes the problems. All right, I just think about wealth, what wealth does. It magnifies what's in you. So if you enjoy helping others, your wealth will be for that purpose. Pleasure's your thing. Your money's going to go to pleasure. All right? This is period. That's what I'm here for. All right, I'm a real estate broker developer, and I'm seeing a lot of things happening right under your noses. All right, so many people's noses. All right, let's go back to this whole real estate market thing. If you're a renter, whenever there's a seller's market, or likelihood that when there's a seller's market, rents will be high. All right, rents are to continue to go. Those people coming in from other states, other cities, New York, LA, guess what? When they sell their homes, they're selling their homes for $1 million, $2 million, $800,000, $400,000, $600,000 for something half the size of what you see here in the city. So what that means is when they sell that property, they have lots of cash and they can upgrade their living situation. Do you understand? The game is broader than just Atlanta. It's broader than just 9 to 5. If you want to compete, you got to change some habits. Specifically, getting out of your landlord's house. I understand things happen. Everyone has their own situation. But again, this should be a goal. Let's talk about Congress for a second. If you don't believe me, I want you to look up the profile of the typical or the average congressperson. You think they share interests with you? No. If you're making less than 100,000 or, less than six figures, Congress is not serving you. You may think that they are, but Congress is serving people that look like them. Yes, people that look like them. And what that means is a lot of them are wealthy. Real estate investors, developers, doctors, lawyers, insurance agents. You get it? There's a few other in there, but I can tell you this. They have the right goals in mind too. I just want you guys to reach higher, okay? Because it's available. I'm an example of that from Decatur, Georgia. Dropped out of high school. Got a GED. Joined the Marine Corps. Got a bachelor's degree. Held political office for a moment. Opened my own real estate brokerage. Have license in 2 states. It's all about what you're exposed to and, what you want. Oh, man. Simple, folks. Everything that you see on this earth sits on top of land. Did you know that? I mean, I know you knew it. You just probably never thought about it. What that means is that there's no more being made. That's what gives it its value. One of the things that gives it its value. There's demand for it. I just went through the demand. Let's discuss the utility. Everyone needs some place to stay, right? You understand? Everyone needs a place to live, rest their head. So what that means is everyone's going to be looking for a place to stay. Do you want to live in that place or do you want to own that place? Let me throw a scenario out here at you. Most of us are experiencing a moratorium. The state of Georgia, I believe, is experiencing a moratorium on evictions. What happens after that? What's going to be the scenario? Are you going to be paying that on the back end of your lease? Or is the government going to pull the rug away from under you and leave you on your own? I don't want to be in that scenario. I would hate for you to be in that scenario. Because me personally, I have property that are unoccupied that I'm considering using for purpose of, charitable uses. But my point of saying that is this property, most investors going to consider this moratorium. I mean, it's a negative. If you're an investor, if you're a landlord, that means that they're not collecting income. So they're probably going to sell that property because they need that income. So they're going to sell that property for cash. All right, the new owner is going to come in, and guess what's going to happen? The new owner of that property is going to be responsible for evicting you, or negotiating a new lease. And guess what? That lease won't be what you were used to paying. See, guys, these are tools. These are things. These are jewels that I'm exposed. These are things that I'm exposed to daily. And I want to try my best to impart those things over to you so that you can be in an informed position to look out for yourself and others. People thinking wealth. Let's talk about some of these strategies. People think that you have to have a certain profile. This is a problem, big problem that I experience daily. When people are interested in buying property, they go to their non-professional family members and friends. Think about that. Is that wise? Has your family member sold a house in the last year? Last 6 months? 1, 2? Are those 2 enough to consider that agent having enough momentum or skill to represent you? You follow me? Let's get the real information, people. Let's get the real information from the real professionals. Those that are out here working. All right? Those that are out here daily, exposed to various angles of real estate. Okay? Do it daily. Not working a 9 to 5 and coming home and serving clients. All right? Oh, man. Appreciate you guys listening thus far. Just a little, few things I want to get off my chest. I haven't been much on the camera these days. I'm in my planning phase. Sometimes it's wise to go away and come back and work on yourself and come back better. Not just for yourself, but for your community also. So, all right. A lot of people think that a certain profile is needed to purchase a home, which is true. All right, it's not my point, but I want to discuss, it's about a 620, 640. That's nothing, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about buying your first home, okay? Which is fine, buy your first home, that's real estate, that's purchasing. However, still got the mortgage company, all right? What I want to discuss is creative ways. There have been times where I've been completely broke or had, cash in the bank. And I wanted to get that cash off. And I was fortunate enough to be able to buy properties of cash money at times. We've all had large sums of cash. It's no excuse. All right. There are times where you can buy property for cash. And as many people put money into their hobbies, cars, fixing cars up, you can put that same energy into buying a piece of property. All right. You probably say, I don't know how to do that. You're not expected to do it alone. That's what I'm here for. Follow me? I hope you guys have taken something that I've said as a positive or as a useful tool. Because don't believe me, guys, I lose sleep. I lose lots of sleep concerned about friends and family members. So 2021 is right around the corner, y'all. Christmas is over. 2021 is right around the corner. Don't rely on Congress to determine your next chapter. What do we know? Is Biden going to save us? Are the Democrats going to save us? I do know there's a large half of the country that don't support the direction that I want for you. Does that make sense? I don't trust it. And I'm not in that position. But I don't trust it for you. Wealth is not about money, folks. It's about freedom. It's about health. It's about self-determination. taking risk at times. That's what wealth is. It's not sexy. It's not attractive. What it does, it gives you a little bit more relaxation, give you a little bit more peace. And what I like to say, everyone needs to F you money, right? You know what that is. When you have to walk to your supervisor and ask to go home because you have to pick your kids up or you have to take your kids to the doctor. That's not wealth. Not going out and getting what your potential allows. That's not wealth either. Wealth is saying I'm responsible for every aspect of my life. Wealth says I'm responsible for my income. In my opinion, wealth should also say I'm going to help take care of others. Or giving pledge. Ever notice that your givers tend to be your billionaires, your millionaires? A lot of them have not adopted the mindset of giving or what it means to have that position, what it means to be a top 1% or 5%, whatever, and that responsibility that comes with that. A lot of people accept that responsibility as a selfish opportunity, but there's responsibility behind wealth. It just is. There's lots of responsibility behind it. I'm gonna give you a scenario. Hey, scenario. Bought a property a year ago, 20K. I've shared this one. 18K, 19K, whatever. Put some grands into it, put some money into it. Property's worth 100K now. Do you understand? That's the only way most of us is gonna get wealthy. Don't believe me? Let's have a discussion. Call me when you get a chance. You wanna talk about Bitcoin? Let's do it. Let's talk about the stock market. Let's do it. Guarantee you the conclusion, based upon research, based upon experience, your greatest chance of becoming wealthy in your lifetime is going to be investing in real estate, not buying your first home. All right? Let's not forsake buying your first home, but for what I'm talking about, wealth is not going to come from your first home. Wealth comes from subsequent purchases. Okay? Investment properties. This is where wealth in your income, in your lifetime comes. Wealth in your children's lifetime comes after you've transferred or after your demise. And that's also depending upon many factors. All right? So just walking out here today, guys. Just wanted to share something with you guys to take into the new year. And as usual, I'm always here to chat. Phone, 770-573-3200. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Atlanta Now. I'm on Facebook twice, D. Bailey & Associates Realty. Also, Darius Bailey. Don't mess with Twitter. All right. I'm on YouTube. Also, check out the YouTube channel, D. Bailey & Associates Realty. Please subscribe, notify, click the notification button. Stay tuned, guys. I got a lot of projects. If you have the least big interest in real estate or you've absorbed what I've said, hey, man, let's talk. Let's discuss this thing. I'm working on a venture in Macon, Georgia right now. A development project in Macon, Georgia, under my entity, New Macon Residential Redevelopment Initiative. I've reached out to the mayor. He shares the same passion that I do. And I want to take that up. I want to use the opportunity to make some great changes around me. And I would like for you guys to be involved. It's been awesome, guys. I'm going to finish my walk now. It's been awesome. Again, you have my number, 770-573-3200. So looking forward to communicating with you guys and what the next year holds for us all. Guys, have a wonderful day. Please be safe and hope to see you soon.